Hello and welcome back everyone. Hello and welcome back everyone. This is Mike Dave Yup, and for today's video I will be doing a review of this sweet deal or flash sale that I got from Lazada for about 600 pesos. This is a mechanical keyboard. Wait, 600 pesos. Many of those of Shopee and Lazada for 600 pesos, those are keycaps or customized keycaps or custom keycaps for short. For 600 pesos, is this a scam? I've checked all the reviews and there were many people asking, is this legit? Is this a real keyboard and such? Is this authentic? Is this fake? Now, to tell you honestly, I did not expect that I would really receive a true mechanical keyboard. Not a full-fledged 108, 110 keyboard. This is not even an 87 key keyboard or 80%. This is a 61 key or 60% keyboard. So this is very compact and very portable. No battery included. No, this is not Bluetooth. This is not Wi-Fi. This is still connected using USB Type-C. So let's get into it. I introduced to you MUCAI. So this is the MUCAI MK610 61 key keyboard. So the packaging is quite small. Let's see the specs. There's none. Okay, this is the, I don't know if you can see it, but the model number here is MKA610B. There is an MKA610W, but I'm not so sure what this is. So this is the MKA610B. Now let's do the unboxing. Oops. There you go. It's quite cute. Okay, it's a bit smaller than the box itself. So wow. This is the keyboard. So one of the accessories inside, you have the keycap puller and the switch puller as well. For 600 pesos, this can be customized to your liking. So if you do not want the default switches that this keyboard comes with, you can go with Gatreon, Cherry, or any other premium brands out there and smack it inside this keyboard. So out of the box, all of the switches are installed. You also have two other red switches just in case that there are defective switches or you might want to replace a defective switch. Lastly, we have here your USB Type A to USB Type C. So yes, this is portable. You can also use any other USB Type A to USB Type C or Type C to Type C cables if you have one with you, just in case if you forgot to bring this dedicated cable itself. So your phone charger Type C to Type C will work. USB Type A to Type C or any custom cables, it will work. So this is a colorful real mechanical keyboard. So they have already stated there that this is a real mechanical keyboard because many of the keyboards that are being sold online like Lazada and Shopee is mostly, if you read it carefully, those are just keycaps. So this one is a real keyboard. So yeah, so this would be the most helpful manual if you have trouble setting up the keyboard, because this is a 61 key. All of the 110 combination keys are being compressed into this keyboard, similar to how a laptop works. There is an FN key, and there would be certain parts of the keys. You know where it goes. I honestly expected this to be a lot thicker. Example. This here is the Xiaolong K3 Shimmer, and this is a bit thicker than this one, about the same, but this one is slightly thinner. So this is how the keyboard looks like. It does not have a battery, it does not have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth connection. You can only use this if you have the cable itself. So this is where the USB Type-C goes. And to my surprise, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a, I wouldn't say thunk, but it is near there. You can do modding if you want this to make the thunk sound. You can do lubrication of the switches. You can do painter state at the back. But as for me, I won't be going that far for this keyboard. It's up to you if you like to mod the keyboard itself. So I'm impressed that it's not that clicky compared to Zhiyulong. Out of the box, I've already modded this one. Out of the box, this keyboard really sounds clicky or tacky. Out of the box, I've already modded this one to dampen the overall sound, but still, it's still loud for me. And then here comes this keyboard out of the box. It's not too clicky. There's a bit of a thunk to it, not completely thunk, but still, I'm out of words here. It's so nice. So this is the keyboard. There is another option here like yellow keys, but it went with the orange keycaps. This is ABS keycaps, not PBT. PBT could enhance the thunk a bit more, but since this is only 600 pesos, we cannot expect even more. But MUCAI has delivered really great results for this budget-friendly 61 key keyboard. And then you have here your FN key there. This is to control all other compressed functions into this keyboard. So without further ado, I will now be doing a type test, some key combinations and such, and my final verdict after this video. So this is how a full-size keyboard looks like. This is an extended keyboard for gaming purposes. We have multimedia buttons here and other switches for the keyboard. So this is larger than normal. We can just remove this wrist rest. So this is how it looks like. There you go. And this is how the MUCAI looks like compared to that. All of these functions here, multimedia, the numpad, the F keys, are compressed here in the keyboard, making this one much more portable. Especially, it's actually lighter. You can just put this one in your bag. Now let's remove this keyboard. Now let's power up the keyboard. I like it though, but I'm used to having all of the switches, so I will not be using this one. I'll be giving this one to my sister. There you go. This is how it looks like. So this is not RGB as like every single piece will have its own red, green, blue. This is a single color per row. So this is how it looks like. Changing the color here, you can see that there is this like sun. This is to change the colors. Here is to change the speed. I think this is for brightness. So let's try. Brightness at low. Then this is for brightness at max. So there is 1 to 4 setting options here. So this is just the lighting effects of the keyboard. That's weird. Then for the speed, this one is faster here. This one is for slower animations. This one here is to change the type of effects that you'd like to use on this keyboard. So the light effects are pretty simple though, not that flashy, but not something that I need as well. Also, it's not reactive to key switches or key presses. So I think this is off. I think I would prefer something like this instead. Or just steady. I would go with the breathing option or the steady lighting. So caps here by default is off since we do not have a light indicator which numpad is on. We don't have a numpad here. Scroll lock or the caps lock to tell if the caps is on, that would turn on, and to turn off caps, there you go. The loudest one here is the shift. Spacebar is not that bad. Shift is really loud. Enter is not that much. This one is quiet. This one is talky. And most of the key switches are soft. So to control the arrow keys here, you will have to leave either your pinky finger here, or the ring finger, and then start controlling up and down, left to right. So that's how it works mostly here. I don't know if you can see, but there's a home, page up, scroll lock, and the F buttons are fused with the numbers here at the top. For beginners, it might be hard for you to navigate through the keyboards, especially everything is compressed. But over time, if you would use this as your main keyboard, then you'll get used to it. Especially that many of the laptops nowadays either can have an extended keyboard layout or as simple or as compressed as this one. So if you're using a laptop, and I think you'll be able to familiarize all of the layouts of the keyboard or how compressed it is with all of the key options. Now, what about the keycaps? Now, let's try removing the FN here. Now, the switch itself can be removed. Can it? Ah, there you go. This is not soldered. The switch itself can be removed. There you go. And we can just either replace this with a new one if this is defective, or the replacement two switches here, we can just put this one back. You can use other switches of your liking. You can go with Cherry MX switches. You can even go with Gatrion. You can go with other premium custom switch options if you'd like. So as you can see, I was really impressed with how it really works as a keyboard, and my verdict with this one, I'd say go for this one. I'll be putting down the links below, above me, wherever I'll be posting this video. I'll be providing you links to Lazada and Shopee and other e-commerce platforms, so that whenever this goes on sale, always on sale on Lazada with more or less 600, maybe you can get this one for maybe 500. Who knows? You get a better deal than me. My only downside here is that, as you can see, even with all of the lights turned on here with its own static RGB, it could have been better if MUCAI went with the complementary colors. If the keycaps are orange, they could have go with blue or make it lighter like sky blue, so that those compressed functions can be seen even with under low light conditions, or totally off. So yeah, that's one of the things that I want to see though, if MUCAI can improve that by using complementary colors. Also, if you're not a fan of RGB, I would suggest MUCAI to release an all-white version just for office use. Though this is meant for gaming and other typing stuff, but for office use, even with just the work from home setup, it could have been better with the white version though, not the RGB LEDs, but the white LEDs, so that it will be much more easier to see when you're turning off the lights. So that's what I've been talking so much already. Thank you so much all for tuning in. This is the MUCAI MKA610B. To make it short, it's the MKA610. So thank you all everyone for tuning into this video. You all have a great day. Bye!